Hello everyone and welcome to a very special video. Today we have a Q&A with the devs from In-Out. In-Out is a co-op horror game sort of in the vein of Devour or Deadly Broadcast. They are getting ready for an early access beta which you can only participate in if you get keys in March 17th. If you want, go check them out on Discord and you can request a beta key. And once March 17th comes around, you should have a key to be able to try and test out the game. So, like I said, this is a dev Q&A for the In-Out before it even launches into beta. So let's dive right in and see what information we can get from the devs. So the first question I asked was, how many maps and Possessed do you plan to start early access with? The answer is we will launch with one map and with one Possessed in early access. For us, the most important thing now is the launch of a good base. Having convinced of the interest of one map, we have achieved the necessary emotions and feelings from the gameplay. We will further expand the content. Similar games like Pacify and Devour also started with one map and developed further. This is also very true. So we know right now that it's looking like a kind of like a farm sort of map, just from what you can see in the trailer. They haven't released too much in the way of things. They're kind of like keeping their cards close to their chest for right now. But once again, once we get into the beta, we'll find out more. The next question I had was, will you add maps and extra Possessed to early access throughout the year you have planned on being in early access? The answer was yes, we plan to increase the amount of content, new maps with the Possessed, outfits for characters, and other new content. All expansions in the development of the game will be aimed at increasing the interest of the gameplay. So, we didn't get an exact number, but we do know that they're going to be adding in new maps and new Possessed throughout the early access beta, or at least the early access year. And we also got to find out that they're going to be adding new outfits and stuff like that for different characters. So, good information to know. Next up, some of the more established games in this genre have a decent leg up by having 3 to 5 maps / Possessed already. Do you feel it's important to launch with a similar amount of content to be relevant and compete in the same space? The answer was, of course, the amount of content is important, and we will increase it gradually. At this stage, namely for the start of in early access, we consider it most important to work out the depth of the gameplay in order to get the most interesting base for further expansion. So they do have plans on, releasing more maps, releasing more Possessed, releasing more characters, but they want to get their core gameplay down first, and once they have that solid and set in place, we're going to see more expansion of gameplay elements and stuff like that. Next question, players in In-Out take on the role of a professional exorcist. We've seen the screenshots and video of these standard player models. Will there be cosmetic outfits for these characters with different outfits or uniforms? Simple answer here was yes, there are plans to add themed outfits for characters. Kind of looking forward to that to see what kind of outfits and stuff like that they'll be getting for professional exorcists. The In-Out is supposed to be like this whole organization that hires out professional exorcists. So maybe we'll see like an executive uniform, or maybe like a higher rank uniform because you're higher rank in the business or whatever. It'll be interesting. Next question, what sort of monetization do you have planned for the game? Will the game be similar to Devour, where the game has a base price with small paid cosmetics and free map updates, or something different? The answer was most likely the monetization system will be similar to Devour, but this is not yet certain. Okay, so we're looking at probably a one-time purchase for the game and possibly paid cosmetics at a very, reduced price compared to some other higher-named horror games which want to charge you $10 to $15 for cosmetics. I'm betting In-Out will not be charging $10 to $15 for cosmetics because their game right now is set at something like, I think it doesn't have a set price right now actually because it's in a beta. It hasn't even reached beta yet. But I'm going to be betting that it's not going to be more than 15. Could be wrong, though. I don't think I am. Next question was, what plans do you have for community outreach and promotion beyond Discord? The answer was, at the moment, close interaction with our community and Discord is a priority. So they're going to be kind of sticking towards Discord to promote their community and gather feedback. So if you want in on in out and you want to be able to connect with the devs and give your feedback there, hop over to the Discord. Again, you can just go to their Steam page and click the Discord link. It'll bring you right there. Next question was, you have multiple levels of difficulty in the game ranging from normal to nightmare. With multiple difficulty levels and challenges, are there in-game rewards for succeeding at these achievements? The answer was, at the launch of the first map, these will be Steam achievements only, and then we plan to introduce in-game rewards. Now, I guess a good follow-up question for that would be, if somebody already has the Steam achievement, when you activate the rewards, will they get them, or will they have to go back and do them again? But usually when something like that happens, once it's tied to an achievement and the game sees you have the achievement, it just gives you the reward. But, you never know. But it's good to know that they have considered that and are honest about, right now it's a Steam achievement, but we're planning on making cosmetic rewards for certain achievements as well. So for those of you who get beta keys and stuff like that, maybe you get the achievements, and then as the cosmetics roll in, you'll just get your cosmetics as you go because you've already earned it. A good reason to, when you start playing the game, to continue playing the game knowing that you're going to be rewarded down the line as they expand their cosmetic and reward system. Next question was, will there be in-game voice or text chat for communication? And the answer was, voice and text chat has already been introduced into the game, so it's already a core feature. It's not something we have to wait for. Very solid, especially when a co-op horror game in this genre. Voice chat and text communication are key. You absolutely need them. So I'm glad to see that they're making sure that they're in there right now. Next question. Certain players enjoy delving into the lore of games, the specific maps and individuals, both the good guys and the bad guys. How much lore will players be able to dive into right away with early access, and do you plan on expanding the lore as more content is added to the game? The answer was, each map will be accompanied by its own story. In general, everything will be intertwined with the activities of the International In-Out Exorcist team. Okay, so right now we know that from that answer, each map having its own story, each map is like its own contained little thing, but is tied together with the In-Out Exorcism team coming through and, banishing these demons or stopping these killers, stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see how the story unfolds from map to map. We know in Devour, the goal overall is to stop it's to stop the Azazel-possessed cult members of your cult, and maybe eventually try and summon Azazel. Though, if you played the Watchers, you know how that turns out. So when it comes to In-Out, I'm curious to see how that story will unfold with them going from map to map. Maybe the characters, change over time. Maybe they get new cosmetics based on, their performance or something like that. Maybe certain characters canonically die. You never know. You can still play them in the game, but they are technically canonically dead. That'd be interesting. So, interesting to see. And when it comes to lore, I'm just a huge lore buff when it comes to video games and stuff like that. So, I love delving into this stuff. So the more they give me, the more I just want to play, and the more I just want to poke around the maps, and the more I just want to learn. Next question. Early access aside, do you have plans on having in-game events for special holidays like Halloween, Christmas, or the game's yearly anniversary where players can earn rewards? They answered, we want to introduce events into the game, but when we can start doing this, we still find it difficult to answer. So they do want to do larger holiday events, maybe an anniversary event and stuff like that, but they don't know when they can do it because right now they're focused on being hitting early access and getting all the feedback and tweaking the game according to the feedback. So this is good. At least knowing that, down the line we can look forward to events like this, always fun. These events can sometimes, for smaller teams really love to shake up their meta and shake up their gameplay by adding stuff into the game that normally wouldn't be there for each holiday. Certain high-level horror games have forgotten that events are more than just cosmetics, but the smaller ones seem to realize that it's both. It should shake up the gameplay a little bit and reward you with some fun cosmetics based on the season. It's good to know that they want to do that down the line. And the last question was, There are sorry. There are two trends in this genre where player progression is concerned. One where players can level up, earn ranks, and earn tokens to unlock different perks/cosmetics. And one where players have no progression and don't earn anything for playing matches. What will players see as far as player progression is concerned? They answered with, we plan to add the first outfits with the second map. Perks and experience will be added along with the third or after the second map. Okay, so that's good to know. So the first map, while we're in beta access and we're testing out the games, giving all the feedback, player progression won't really be a thing. They're more concerned with the core, getting the core gameplay and stuff like that done. So that's where the focus is going to be. Second map, you will see new outfits and stuff like that come out with the second map, and either with the second or third map, we'll start to see perks and experience points added into the game, so that it will help you customize your gameplay and how you experience the game. Maybe alter some different things that you can do, or alter your experience in general. So that's really nice to know that they already have when these things are tentatively supposed to be like popping up. The only questions I really would have with a follow-up would be how long can we expect to wait to see the new maps and stuff like that now. But that was everything that I could get from the in-out devs. Thank you guys again for answering my questions, giving me the chance to make this video. Everybody else, if you don't know about the game yet, go check it out on Steam. Go to their Discord, get your beta keys. I hope you all have a great day, and as always, stay positive.